What is your favourite snack to eat whilst writing?
Hi everyone! I love a good snack. In winter I drink lots of hot chocolate and eat lots of biscuits, and then I also love hot cross buns and jam and toast. And then in summer I like to make smoothies and eat blueberries, and if it's really hot I'll make ice lollies, and I also like pistachio nuts. So I like to have lots of snack options on the go while I write.
Do you treat yourself when you have completed the first draft of a book?
Writing can feel quite solitary sometimes, and I'm quite often by myself at home writing, so when I finish a first draft of a book I love to get out of the house, get outside and do something really fun. Maybe see friends, or go to a beach, or go for a walk, or my little girl really likes to kick a ball around, so I'll play football with her. So yeah, something fun like that.
What is your favourite thing to do when you have completely finished a book?
When a book is finally finished and published and out in the world, the most exciting thing to do is to go and see it in a bookshop and see it on a shelf. And it always feels a bit scary as well, seeing the book for the first time, but really exciting as well. And I also love to meet readers and go and talk to people about the book and talk about writing as well.
What is your favourite children's book ever written?
My favourite book in the whole world? That's a really tricky question. It changes all the time, but at the minute my favourite book is called Kenzuki's Kingdom by Michael Morpurgo, and I read this when I was younger and I've loved it ever since. And it's about a boy who is washed up on an island in the Pacific and he has to survive. And ever since I read it, I wanted to write my own survival story. And that is one of the inspirations behind Lost on Gibbon Island.
If you could invite 3 children's authors to dinner, past or present, who would you invite and why?
The 3 authors I would invite to dinner are Malorie Blackman, because I loved her books when I was younger, and then when I was a teenager I read a book of hers called Noughts and Crosses, and it's been one of those stories that has stayed with me my entire life. So I'd love to meet Malorie Blackman. Also Eva Ibbotson, who wrote Journey to the River Sea, because she has a real love of nature in her stories, and I again love that book too. And then also Nicola Davies, who was a presenter on a TV show I used to watch when I was a kid called The Really Wild Show. And then she went on to write all these amazing stories about animals for young people. And she's a zoologist, and I would really love to meet her and talk to her about all of her experiences too.
If you could co-write a children's book with another author, who would you like to write with and why?
There are loads of amazing authors I'd love to write a book with, but at the minute I think it would be really fun to write one with Maz Evans, who writes Who Let the Gods Out and the Vice by License to Chill series. And I think that we could do something like an animal detective mystery book that could also have lots of humour, and I think that sounds really fun.
If your shortlisted book were to be made into a film, who would you like to play your main characters?
I would love Lost on Gibbon Island to be made into a film, and I think it would be amazing to have some kind of open casting for Lark and Vanna, where young new actors could audition and get the roles. And then for Goldie, I think Goldie would have to be either some amazing animatronics or some good CGI or something. But yeah, they'd have to make sure they got Goldie right too.